So, imagine you're standing on a beach, right? And a Category 5 hurricane is just bearing down on you. You basically have two choices for survival in that moment. You can either throw down heavy anchors and lock yourself to the most immovable object you can find.
Right.
Or you can grab a board and try to aggressively surf the chaotic waves of the storm itself. Today, we're doing a deep dive into Team AI Lab's August 21st, 2026 observation logs.
Yeah, and it's a fascinating log, but before we look at the wreckage of this storm, we have to draw a very hard line here. What we are analyzing today is strictly an objective observation log. It's unique algorithmic behaviors running in a highly specific simulation.
Oh, absolutely.
So this is absolutely not a recommendation to buy or sell, and it is definitely not a promise of future profits. We are simply scientists looking at a lab experiment under extreme market stress.
Just pure observation. So let's look at the subjects of this experiment, because Team AI Lab is testing these two distinct philosophies against each other. You have the mountain climbers, which are algorithms designed to seek out a heavy, unmoving equilibrium.
Right.
And then you have the wave riders, which are built to track momentum, right? Surfing the volatility.
Exactly. And to see how they handle the current market chaos, the lab injected fresh code into the environment. This happened at 9.00 JST through what they call the new talent draft.
The draft, right.
Yeah, so they took brand new, untested algorithms and dropped them right in alongside the seasoned main force. The climbers were conservative, deploying just one new unit.
Okay, so that brings their active roster to 18, I think.
Yeah, exactly, 18. But the riders went highly aggressive, pushing 4 new units into the live simulation for a total active roster of 28. The rationale is just fascinating because when the market environment becomes as hostile, your legacy code might actually be over-optimized for calm waters.
Oh, I see.
So you need to see if fresh logic can adapt faster.
But the environment these new recruits walked into today is wild. I mean, for anyone listening who has ever tried to buy the dip or chase a rallying stock during a market panic, this data essentially proves mathematically why your human instincts fail.
Yeah, they fail completely.
Because the AI is struggling just as badly.
Yeah.
We aren't just looking at a standard bad day at the office here. We are looking at an abnormal divergence from the major indices.
The divergence is stark, really stark. In the current season, the mountain climbers are actually lagging behind the Nikkei 225 by negative 1.2 points.
Wow.
And the TOPIX by negative 0.4. The wave riders are faring even worse, trailing by negative 2.7 and negative 1.8 points respectively.
So right now, both of these highly sophisticated strategies are performing worse than the baseline market averages.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting crushed.
Which implies that the very physics of the market have shifted. It's like gravity just turned off, rendering existing investment logic entirely useless. Algorithms relying on yesterday's momentum are just getting destroyed by rogue waves.
Right. But that brings us to the core mystery of these logs. Standard market physics broke on August 21st, yet a few isolated units survived. Out of those active rosters, 12 mountain climbers and 16 wave riders miraculously managed to hold positive points.
In a market where the rules have completely changed, those are the adapters.
Yeah, they serve as vital clues. They're essentially lighthouses in the dark right now.
So what did those surviving AI units actually do differently? When we look at the final mission scores for the units that completed their 10-session protocol, their full testing cycle, the climbers absolutely dominated.
They really did.
They scored plus 34.9 points, finding success in sectors like construction, pharmaceuticals, and land transportation. The riders only managed plus 12.1 points.
Let's explain why, though. Because the climbers didn't just hide in cash, they were actively trading.
Right.
And this is where the mechanics matter. The wave riders got whiplash trying to surf unpredictable tech swings, but the climbers target equilibrium. They threw down heavy anchors by locking onto sectors with tangible, slow-moving assets.
Like the construction and farming you mentioned.
Right. They found assets that were artificially battered by the panic and simply waited for the elastic to snap back to its natural resting state.
So while the wave riders are getting crushed by unpredictable rogue waves, the mountain climbers essentially found a structural cave to wait out the storm.
Exactly. And looking at the total season scores, the climbers are sitting at an impressive plus 122.2 points.
Which vastly outperforms the riders' momentum tracking philosophy because they're stuck at plus 58.7 points.
The gap is substantial.
Yeah.
In this specific chaos, looking for a place that doesn't move is proving far more effective than trying to ride the erratic energy of the storm.
Well, wait, I have to challenge this framing a bit.
Okay, go ahead.
You're calling the climbers the clear success story here with 122 points, but I'm looking at their carryover balances. You know, the historical baggage they brought into today's session.
Right, the carryover.
Yeah, the climbers have a negative 51.5 point carryover, and the riders are at negative 33.5. If I'm looking at this from any practical standpoint, a massive negative carryover means a heavy loss.
It does.
So how can we call an algorithm with a negative 50-point baggage a success?
Well, if you were evaluating a traditional investment portfolio, you wouldn't. But this requires shifting to Team AI Lab's cold, forward-looking research stance.
Okay.
They do not view those negative balances as a defeat. This is raw observation data. By letting these algorithms take hits and accumulate this baggage, the lab is meticulously mapping the terrain of a broken market.
Oh, I see.
They are discovering exactly where traditional momentum logic fails and where equilibrium logic holds. That negative balance is just the cost of the blueprint required for the next victory.
So they aren't trying to win today's storm at all, they're trying to map the physics of the next one.
Exactly. The data is the only map we have, and the storm is always shifting.
Which leaves us with a pretty provocative thought, honestly. As these algorithms learn from their own wreckage, is their true power actually predicting the future of a chaotic market? Or is it simply becoming the fastest entity at surviving the darkness?
That's the real question.
It is. And you can keep exploring that map with us. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and visit the Team AI Lab Substack linked in the video description.
Yeah, highly recommend it.
And if you want to go beyond the summary and access the deeply detailed analytic data we've been discussing, make sure to sign up for their paid Substack subscription. Keep your eyes on the data